Good job, Charles.
Welcome back into historic Bossy Field. The Evansville Otters set to take on the Joliet Slammers for the second of 3 games here at Bossy Field. The Otters coming in on a 3-game winning streak, trying to keep that alive, trying to match their longest win streak of the season after a great win last night that took advantage of a big 6th inning where Evansville put up 5 runs, the big shot being the 3-run home run off the bat of Stephen Paolini. And now they come back tonight trying to win the series and set themselves up for a sweep tomorrow. Hello, everybody. I'm Lucas Macklin, and welcome into the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and on 96.9 WYIR. Speaking of the Home Team Network, they are the exclusive home of every Frontier League game this year. So check out Home Team Network and sign up today to get a front row seat to every Otters game this season. Evansville enters this ball game at 30-52, but as I mentioned, on a 3-game winning streak. They've now gotten back to 500 at home. They are 20-20. That included going 0-9 at home during the month of July, but currently stand at 3-1 after winning 2 of 3 against New York and winning game 1 against Joliet here. The Otters this season against Joliet are 2-2. They won the opener back in Joliet on June 20th, then dropped the next 2, but last night a 6-5 victory. Mentioned the big 3-run home run off the bat of Stephen Paolini. Alex Valdez working his 6th save of the season, set up Evansville to get a big Game 1 victory. They'll play game time tonight, scheduled for 6:35 p.m., and then tomorrow afternoon, a 12:35 matinee to finish off this series before they get a travel day on Monday as they head to Washington to take on the Wild Things for 3 games before coming back to Bossy Field for their final homestand of the season. Last night, Evansville got a start from Ryan Wiltsey, and after a hectic first inning where he gave up 3 runs, he managed to pitch through 4 scoreless innings through the 5th to keep Evansville in the ball game. Evansville did put up 1 run of their own in the bottom of the 1st, but after that were mostly silenced by the starter for Joliet, Brett Sanchez. Jackson Maloof came in and pitched a scoreless 6th inning, and then Brett Sanchez going into his 6th inning of work. Evansville finally was able to get to him. Graham Brown started it off all with a walk. That was followed by 4 straight hits. Mentioned this a couple of times, but the Stephen Paolini 3-run home run gave Evansville a 5-3 lead. JT Benson singled, stole a couple of bags, and scored on a wild pitch. Gave Evansville a 6-3 lead. Maloof would give up a run in the 7th. Dennis would give up a run in the 8th. And Valdez came in with a 1-run lead and was able to hold it to secure Evansville's 6-5 victory on the night. And set up Evansville with a chance to win their 2nd straight series. It's playoff push time here in the Frontier League. Obviously, the big Midwest Conference pushes Lake Erie and Washington for the Central Division. Lake Erie stands 2 games ahead of Washington at 48-32, with Washington at 47-35. And then out in the West Division, Schaumburg at 49-32, just a game above Gateway at 48-33, but Schaumburg has already lost 1 game to New Jersey tonight and currently on track to lose their 2nd game of the night and lose already lose that 1-game lead and set up Gateway with the chance to take the division lead with a win if they can't come back in that one. Schaumburg lost game 1 of that series 5-1 after scheduling a doubleheader for tonight. Currently are behind 4-1 in the bottom of the 3rd in game 2 of that game. Washington out in Quebec in a tough series matchup with a chance for Lake Erie to pull away as Lake Erie is up 1-0 on Mississippi early in that ball game. And then the big matchup out in the Atlantic Conference, New York and Ottawa currently playing against each other. Ottawa stands just 2.5 games back of New York for that 2nd wild card spot. Sussex County also a little bit in that mix. They're just 2 games ahead of New York, so New York's still in a chance to win the division, but only 2.5 games ahead of Ottawa for that 2nd wildcard spot. So those 3 teams you really want to watch out for and see how this season finishes off. And Tri-City currently just 5 games back of Quebec. chance to steal that division as well if they can have a hot end to the season. Take a quick look at the remaining schedule for Tri-City this year. Currently playing against Brockton right now in a 6-game set. They'll play New York for 4. Then they'll play against Joliet, New Jersey, and Ottawa. They do not play Quebec the rest of the season, but it is a pretty manageable schedule. I mentioned that Quebec currently playing Washington, which is not an easy matchup, although Quebec did get a Game 1 victory in that series. Rest of the season for Quebec looks like this. They get 3 games against Brockton, 3 against Three Rivers, 3 against Sussex County, and then 3 more against Three Rivers. So Quebec does have a pretty light schedule to end the season. But the Sussex County matchup's going to be big because, again, Sussex County just currently up 2 games on New York in the division. Again, New York playing Ottawa right now. They'll play Tri-City for their next series. Before playing Down East for 3 games, Ottawa for 3 more games in Sussex County to finish off the season. So those teams really starting to face each other as the season comes to an end. We'll take a short break here in the Papa John's pregame show. When we're back, we'll talk about the starting lineups and more about the starting pitchers here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Welcome into historic Bosse Field. The Evansville Otters hosting the Joliet Slammers for the second of 3 games. Evansville got a big 6-5 victory last night after getting 5 runs in the 6th. Got a big 3-run shot from Stephen Paolini. Alex Valdez worked his 6th save of the season, while Jackson Malufu entered in the 6th inning. Got his first professional win during his career. Hello, everybody. I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me this Saturday evening. And you're listening to the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and on 96.9 WYIR. Pitching a little bit on the pregame show earlier that it's playoff push time here in the Frontier League. A really big matchup to watch out for that we'll pay attention to the entire night is New York and Ottawa. Ottawa just stands just 2.5 games out of a wild card spot of New York. New York just 2 games out of their division lead as well. So really fun to watch the 3 teams between Sussex County, New York, and Ottawa. Ottawa the rest of the year, they do not end up playing Sussex County the rest of the season, but they do play New York, obviously, in this series where they took game 1 of that series. And they play in the second to last series of the season. Both of those series are taking place in New York, so Ottawa has to play from behind, but they took game 1 last night, and the reason they can't do it again. But here at this ballpark, Evansville taking on Joliet, trying to extend their win streak to 4. That would match their longest win streak of the season. And they will get Braden Scott on the mound, a chance to take a big victory. Braden Scott on the season has been excellent for Evansville. He's been their ace. No reason to think any different. And hopefully be able to come in tonight and in his 18th start of the season can rebound after a rough outing in Windy City. Just went 5 1/3. Gave up 8 earned runs on 10 hits, a couple of walks, and just 4 strikeouts. Again, a season he's been so excellent this year. Those rough patches have come really few and far in between. The 3 starts prior to that, he'd worked 21 innings, just giving up 3 runs in that time. So that kind of came out of nowhere, and unfortunately, Evansville, who had an early lead in that game, lost it. But he comes back home where he's been excellent this year's last 2 starts in Bosse Field. He's gone 7 innings in both outings, gave up just 1 run against Lake Erie on July 31st, and pitched a 7-inning shutout against New York on August 5th. He'll try to match that here tonight and put Evansville in a spot to win this ball game. The lineup that will be going up against him for Joliet will look as follows. It'll be led off by Liam MacArthur. He's in left field tonight, followed by Ian Battipaglia at third base. He's been an Otters killer this season. Batting third and at first base, Ernie Ordonez. Batting fourth and at second base, Antonio Valdez. Batting fifth and at shortstop, Braylon Marine. Batting sixth and in right field, Blake Berry. Batting seventh and catching, Brandon Heidel. Batting eighth and DHing, signed just today for the injured Jose Contreras, is Nick Iannatone. And then batting in the 9 hole and in center field will be Chris Davis. He'll be making his first start of the weekend. Pitching tonight for Joliet, making his 8th start of the season, is Ryan Daly. In 39 innings, he's pitched to a 3.23 ERA. The most innings he's gone in a start is 6. His last time out and against Mississippi went 5 1/3, giving up 3 runs, just 2 earned on 7 hits, just 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. Again, another guy in this Joliet rotation, like we saw last night, doesn't give up, doesn't really walk anybody. Enters with just a 2.8 walk per 9 rate. Doesn't strike out a ton at 8.1. Is a little bit higher than what we saw last night, and he will try to slow down this Otters offense that was able to put up some big runs, but it really just came in 1 inning. Again, they scored 6 runs, 5 of those coming in just the 6th inning. But they've had those big blow-up innings before, and they had another one there. They'll try to find out how to hit this new pitcher after, again, being really stifled to begin the game last night against Brett Sanchez, but they were able to find their way through and get some big hits and set themselves up for a big win. The lineup that will be facing Daly will look as follows for Evansville. Leading off, the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce, followed by Graham Brown. He'll be making a start at third base tonight. Batting third and in right field, J.T. Benson. Batting fourth and catching, Logan Brown. Batting fifth and at first base, L.J. Jones. Batting sixth and in center field, the home run hitter from last night, Stephen Paolini. Batting seventh and in left field, Keenan Taylor. Batting eighth and at second base, J.J. Cruz. And rounding out the lineup, the shortstop, Crix Taveras. He'll try to bounce back after last night not managing to get a hit. And as I mentioned, he's played some great defense this year, so no reason to worry about that side of things. But as I mentioned a little bit earlier, Braden Scott making his 18th start of the season. Enters with a Frontier League leading 119 strikeouts in just 105 2/3 innings. And he will try to match what he did last time here at Bossy Field, where he went 7 shutout innings, striking out 11. Now it's time for the starting lineups given by our always great Zane Clawfelter. Give you him here on the Otters Digital Network.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 24, Graham Brown. Batting third, the right fielder, number 9, J.T. Benson. Batting fourth and catching, number 28, Logan Brown. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 20, L.J. Jones. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 34, Stephen Paolini. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 12, Keenan Taylor. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 17, J.J. Cruz. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 18, Crix Taveras. Pitching for the Evansville Otters, left-handed pitcher, number 8, Braden Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America's freedom, those who now protect it, and pay tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice with the singing of our national anthem this evening, performed by the Evansville Children's Choir.
It's time for baseball here at Bosse Field. Braden Scott takes the mound. Logan Brown behind the plate. That pitcher catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Braden Scott set to make his 18th start of the season. He has been excellent this year. In 17 starts, he's pitched to a 3.83 ERA. He's 5-4, and 105 2/3 innings. He's pitched a Frontier League leading 119 strikeouts. Entering tonight's ball game, he is just 20 strikeouts away from setting the Otters' single-season record of strikeouts. Obviously, earlier this year became the franchise leader in strikeouts, now trying to etch his name in history as the season leader in strikeouts, but probably at least 2 starts away unless he has an immaculate type of game tonight. This will be the second time Scott has faced Joliet this year. His first time out, he pitched 6 1/3 innings, gave up 2 earned runs on 5 hits, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts. He left the game in that one, again in the 7th inning. That top of the 7th inning, J.J. Cruz had made it a 3-1 game. And Scott left with a 3-1 lead with runners at second and third. One of those runs would come in to score when Nick McAuliffe came in, but he left in a spot to earn the victory, but unfortunately, bullpen was not able to hold it, and they lost that game 4-3. Again, coming off really what is his worst performance of the season. Went just 5 1/3, which is his second shortest outing of the season. Gave up 8 earned runs on 10 hits. Didn't walk too many, just at 2, but only struck out 4. Against this Joliet team when he faced them, did struck out 8. And again, this is a team, Joliet squad, that does not strike out a lot, but he was able to get their number. And he will lead off this game facing the left fielder tonight, Liam MacArthur. First time against Scott this year, he did get a hit. Went 1 for 3 against him. Otters wearing their beersies here on Saturday night. A good crowd forming at Bosse Field as the first pitch finds the zone and gets a starter underway with a strike out in front, 0-1. It is a hot day here at Bosse Field at 90 degrees. The 0-1 pitch just misses outside, didn't give it a chase, make it 1-1. Ton of humidity here as well. Scott works quickly. That pitch finds the outside corner. Scott's on early. He's up 1-2. Scott, who works on the far third base side of the rubber, has a short wind and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Just missed outside. He's been painting some on the corners, but not getting the call there. Make it 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's lifted towards the left, and MacArthur just able to foul it off to stay alive. It's going to be interesting to see how many more starts Scott has in him this year. If they stick with the 5-man rotation, it would be just 2 more starts after this one. 2-2 pitch, fastball misses high, count runs full. So MacArthur has worked a full count after going down 1-2 early. Here's the payoff pitch. That one fouled off again. So, like I said, this Joliet team doesn't strike out a lot. They have a lot of tough at-bats, and here's another one. Count still full. Scott steps back in on the rubber. Looks towards his battery mate, Logan Brown. Agrees and sets. That one lined to center. It's going to bring Paolini in. He's going to dive for it, and he can't bring it in, but he does stop it in front of him. So MacArthur will get in with a leadoff single the same way he led off the game, the road game, last time against Braden Scott. He'll have to work around a first or leadoff base runner here as he faces Ian Battipaglia. Joliet did score in the first inning against Scott last time. It was with a couple of singles. Batty Paglia followed Lee MacArthur with a single in that game. His first pitch to him. Missed high, says the home plate umpire. So Scott will start behind 1-0. He asked for a new baseball. Home plate umpires tonight, Dalton James. At first base, Blake McKnight. Over at third base, Gary Glover. Again, this is the guy that Evansville struggled to get out all season. One-0 pitch, swung through that one. Make it 1-1. Scott looking over at first. Again, MacArthur not a guy who's going to steal a ton of bases. But Scott this year has done excellent at holding runners at first. 16 runners have tried to steal on him. 7 of them have been caught. Looks down over at first still. Now delivers the 1-1 pitch. Swings through that one is Batty Paglia. Now he's behind 1-2. Again, in this game, both of these batters started off with singles. But Scott finished the inning with 3 straight outs and really locked in after that, not giving up a run until the 7th inning, which wasn't even his run. It was an inherited, well, it was his run. It was, but he didn't give it up. He allowed an inherited run to score. I don't know if I'm saying that right. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. Braden Scott's first German-American Bank strikeout of the game, sends down Batty Paglia, and there's 1 away. And that's a big out. Obviously, Batty Paglia has been excellent against Evansville this year. He got hits in his first 2 at-bats, reached his 3rd time on an error, but again, his speed really allowed him to reach. They did get him out on a ground out, and then he walked his last time up, so he still was hard to get out last night, but good start in this one. Quick pickoff over at first, nothing doing. Ordonez was not on the team yet when Scott first faced these Slammers. First pitch to Ordonez, misses high. Starts behind 1-0. A couple times he's missed just a bit high in this game so far. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one swung through by Ordonez, make it 1-1. Last night, Ordonez batting in the 4-hole went 0 for 5. It was also the final out of the ball game that Valdez recorded. Scott looks over at first base. Now delivers the 1-1 pitch. Swings through that one, and this Slammers batters right now can't catch up to his fastball. Just can't find the stride against him. Counts 1-2. One-two pitch on the ground, just past the hole at short. MacArthur around second and stay put, and a one-out base hit will put a runner in scoring position. It was very much a jam shot, just 83 miles per hour off the bat, but just found the hole. Now Scott having to work around some early traffic. And his last start, he did this well for the first few innings. Had to work around traffic early in that game. But again, did well, just allowing 1 run through the first 4. It wasn't until the 5th inning where they started to finally get to him. First pitch to Valdez, a backdoor breaker, but stayed just a bit high. Another high pitch that just didn't drop enough. He'll start behind 1-0. A couple starts ago, when he faced Lake Erie, he struggled to find the zone early in that game, but really locked in afterwards. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Valdez. That one's fouled up and overhead. Our first overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Counts 1-1. Valdez last night led off his game with an RBI double. Then went, overall in the night, went 2 for 4, singled in his last at-bat of the game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's fouled off to the right side, off the mesh fence. Make it 1-2. So now Logan Brown will walk out to Braden Scott. He hands him his ball and has a quick conversation with him. MacArthur over at first base fought off a full count pitch to find the outfield just in front of Paolini, who's in center field tonight. Ordonez took a 2-strike pitch, jam shot, but just found the hole on the left side of the infield. Again, neither of them particularly hard hit. Both of them were with 2 strikes. Again, this is what this Joliet squad does. They don't slug all that much, but they fight and they find holes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Try to get the backdoor breaker, but that one stayed high and wide. So it's 2-2. Scott, his last time up, really the stark difference in that one was he didn't strike out a ton of batters, just 4 strikeouts. Breaker, called strike 3 at the knees. Second German-American Bank strikeout for Braden Scott, and that's a big second out of the inning. Caught Valdez looking. The 2-8's Braylon Marine.
Shortstop 14, Braylon Marine.
Another guy that has been a thorn in the Otters' side when these two teams have played. Last night went 1 for 3, a 2 RBI single in his first at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. That one on the ground towards short. Tavares will play it. He'll go to second base, and that's in time for out number 3. So Scott able to strand 2 and keep this game scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the first. The Otters will try to put up some runs early here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
We go to the bottom of the first inning here in Bosse Field. Ryan Daly takes the mound. Behind the plate is Brandon Heidel. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. The Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce, awaits the first pitch. That one misses outside for ball 1. Pierce last night went 1 for 4, scored the opening run for Evansville in that game. The 1-0 pitch finds the zone, which evens the count up at 1-1. I think what's interesting here is Pierce now a guy that's kind of splitting time between DHing and playing third base. That pitch misses outside, making it 2-1. And one of the things that I know some people talk about, if you're a money ball guy, you look at the difference between whether someone's playing in the field or whether DHing and how that affects their hitting. And 2-1 pitch swings through that one, a hefty swing, but comes up empty on a 91-mile-per-hour fastball, making it 2-2. It's time called by Pierce. It's one of those things that you wonder how much effect it has on a player. I know for myself, if I were a DH, it definitely would, because you're kind of stuck in the middle when you're not out there on the field. When you are able to be out there on the field, you can stay active in the games. That pitch misses high and wide. A tough take from Pierce, but count runs full. Again, Daly on the mound, a guy who doesn't walk a ton of batters. Payoff pitch. That one lined into shallow right field. It's going to bring Barry in on it. He's going to dive for it. Oh, and he's going to catch it. Just able to snag it on the end of his glove, and there's one away. That one looked destined to fall in front of him. But Blake Barry fighting the sun as well, able to lay out for it and bring it in. There's one away. Now it's Graham Brown stepping up. First pitch to him finds the zone. So Brown will start behind 0-1. It's going to be interesting to see the difference between the fastball, which is up at 92, and his off-speed stuff. He's used mostly fastballs so far. 0-1 pitch. That one misses outside, making it 1-1. Seems like he's had really good control over that fastball, though. When he is hitting the zone, it seems to be middle. That one misses outside, making it 2-1. Brown last night didn't get a hit, but walked twice. That pitch misses outside, making it 3-1. His walk in the 6th inning is what ignited that 5-run 6th. Got that started, eventually scored on the Keenan Taylor single. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one on the line, past the hole between short and third. And the Otters get a one-out base runner themselves. Now brings up J.T. Benson. Benson up at the plate.
Number 9, J.T. Benson.
Again, interesting, the Otters are using their Beersies tonight. Not on a thirsty Thursday, but last time Scott was out in these Beersies, he had his best performance of the season with 7 scores, struck out 11, so all things being considered, not that shocking. First pitch breaker finds his own in the corner. Benson starts behind 0-1. Also, you had the team wear them on the Thursday finale against Mississippi where they got a big win. Daly coming set, looks over at first base, delivers the 0-1 pitch. Fastball at the knees for strike 2. In that game, J.T. Benson at the plate started the triple play for Evansville, and that really was the game changer as the tying run was up at the plate at the time. That one's fouled off by Benson, up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Choose the best, never regret it.
Last time the Otters turned a triple play was back on August 13th, 2017 against Southern Illinois. That was here at this ballpark. It was a long time ago. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one on the ground. That one's going to be passed. No, Marine able to make the diving stop. Throw to second is not in time. Graham Brown beats it out. So Marine almost takes a hit away, and now Mike Pinto up out of the dugout quickly. As that play at second base was bang, bang. But Brown's speed able to beat it out and keep just one away and put a runner in scoring position. But Pinto going to go out there and have a conversation. That with the third base umpire, Gary Glover. Well, the conversation was quick. And now he's walking off, still saying some more words to him. Pinto comes off, and Logan Brown steps in with runners at first and second, just one away. Brown last night 1 for 3 with a sac fly. He singled after Graham Brown walked. Again, that 6th inning. Saw 6 straight base runners. First pitch in there for a strike. No throw down to third as Graham Brown steals the bag. What a jump. Count is 0-1 to Logan Brown, but now the go-ahead run at third base. He's going to put down a bunt down the first base line. That will easily score a run. Toss to first is in time. So a sack bunt for Logan Brown. Scores a run, and Evansville jumps out in front 1-0 early. Benson does advance to second base. There are 2 away, but another runner in scoring position.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 20, L.J. Jones.
And now L.J. Jones will step in. Again, they've already given Braden Scott an early 1-0 lead. But now a chance to add to it for L.J. Jones, who got the night off last night. Daly looks back at second, delivers the first pitch. That one finds his own top corner. Starts Jones behind 0-1. LJ steps in with a 271 batting average, a 333 OBP. That breaker stays outside. Good take. Make it 1-1. Jones in the finale against Mississippi went 1 for 5, scored a run. That series just managed 2 hits and a walk, but did reach in all 3 games. 1-1 pitch. That one lined to right, but foul. Make it 1-2.
Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Jones currently entering with a 10-game on-base streak. The second longest active streak on the Otters. That one lined to the right as well. So Jones with a couple of foul balls to the right side. Count stays 1-2. That streak just second to Dennis Pierce's 25. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Breaker on a line, but foul. Just left of the third base line. Count still 1-2 to L.J. Jones.
The Bossy Field is in fact a smoke-free facility. That policy includes electronic cigarettes. There are designated smoking areas outside the park if you feel the need to do so. Thank you.
The Otters up 1-0 here early in this game. A walk, a single, a sac, bunt have scored a run. 1-2 pitch misses high. Good take from Jones there, make it 2-2. Again, what Jones has really started to mold into late this season, he's been more patient at the plate. He's earned a lot more walks second half of the season so far, and obviously it's up to his OBP. That one on line, past the shortstop Marine. Benson rounding third. They're going to wave him home. Throw's going to come in. It's going to be cut off, and the Otters add another run. L.J. Jones comes through, make it 2-0 Evansville. And now extends the inning to Stephen Paolini.
Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 34, Stephen Paolini.
Paolini, talked about it during the pregame show, talked about it early. The big 3-run shot last night that really was the difference maker in that game. Big way to get your first Otters hit. First pitch swinging, but comes up empty. You'll start behind 0-1. And the thing about it just wasn't all that shocking because of how hard he hit the ball in Mississippi. He'd been flirting around that first hit all week. And he finally got in a big spot. Here's the 0-1 pitch, misses outside, making it 1-1. He worked some good at-bats that night as well. Should have had a walk earlier in the game. Called on strike 3 on a pitch that was a little bit outside. Then took that pitch and changed the ball game. 1-1 pitch misses high and away, make it 2-1 now. The Otters have jumped on Daly here early. Again, this rotation, this revamped rotation, kind of was changed midway through the season. 2-1 pitch, off speed, finds his own at the knees, making it 2-2. It's really been good since they've made those changes. Last night, Sanchez, again through the first 5 innings, was great. As that one's popped up shallow center field, Marine will go out under it. He'll bring it in for out number 3, but the Otters put up 2 runs to jump out in front, and Braden Scott now going to pitch with a lead here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Braden Scott out there for his second inning of work, and now he works with a lead. Worked through a little bit of traffic there in the first inning, but struck out 2, stranded a couple of runners. Now he faces 6, 7, and 8. It'll be Blake Berry to lead it off. I mentioned that Berry had 4 doubles in that first series against Evansville, but those 4 doubles came in the first 2 games. Did not hit a double, did not get a hit in the final game of that series. That was against Braden Scott.
Section 16, we have some here for
So you will try to keep this hot start going. Evansville put up 2 runs there in the bottom of the first inning. A sac bunt by Logan Brown scored the first one, and then L.J. Jones singled to score the second. So with a 2-0 lead, it will step in Blake Berry. Berry out in right field made a great play in that first inning, taking a hit away from Dennis Pierce. You wonder how different that inning is if that one falls. Here's the first pitch to him from Scott. Front door breaker finds the zone, and he's out in front 0-1. Last night, Berry went 1 for 3, had a sac fly. The 0-1 pitch misses up and in, make it 1-1. Last night was kind of another example of what this Joliet team does. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just misses outside, making it 2-1. Scored a run both in the 7th and the 8th inning, and in those 2 innings just had 1 hit. Just had 1 base runner in each of those innings. As that pitch misses high and wide, make it 3-1. But both those innings, able to get the runner to second base and move him over to third, and then get the sac flies in both those innings. So now Bear with a 3-1 pitch. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one popped up left side. Graham Brown playing third base tonight will camp under it, and he'll bring it in for out number 1. With 1 away, it'll be up to Brandon Heidel. The Otters have obviously changed it up quite a bit at third base. Graham Brown has shown to be able to play second base very cleanly with 14 starts there, just making his second start at third base. Now here's the first pitch to Brandon Heidel. Foul tipped off of Logan Brown. He'll start behind 0-1. Heidel did not start last night. Really is the number 2 catcher on this team. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one popped up into foul territory to get up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Heads Construction, choose the best, never regret it.
Entering with a .233 batting average, a .344 OBP. He calls time trying to reset himself. He is making his 54th appearance of the season after Drew Stengren caught last night. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball just misses high as he takes that one, make it 1-2 now. Scott works quickly. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. Third German American Bank strikeout for Braden Scott, and there is 2 away quickly here in the second. Scott has the strikeout stuff working early. With 2 away, it'll be the DH, Nick Iannatone, just signed today. First pitch to him, front door breaker, finds the zone, making it 0-1. He actually played with the team earlier this season, played 8 games, but was released. With Jose Contreras going on the injured list, they re-signed him. 0-1 pitch is fouled off, make it 0-2. It's from DuPage County in Illinois. Not too far off from where they play baseball. As that pitch misses outside, make it 1-2. Just a little bit west of their ballpark, of course. Needed a quick fill-in, and that's where they went. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That's now 4 German-American Bank strikeouts for Braden Scott, and he's through the second inning. 1, 2, 3. The Otters take their 2-0 lead with them to the bottom of the second here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WIIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Here at the bottom of the second inning, the Otters send 7, 8, 9 to the lineup after the first 6 batters in the lineup scored 2 runs. I mentioned it, Dennis Pierce, that leadoff hit into right field. If that thing drops, I wonder if the Otters add even more. But instead, they carry a 2-0 lead. Now Keenan Taylor will step up trying to extend that lead.
Leading off for the Evansville Otters.
Again, Evansville's been playing some really good baseball as of late. Won the final 2 games of Mississippi, won a game last night. And a lot of these games they've had to play from behind. The last game of Mississippi they didn't have to, but even in some of their close losses, they played from behind and played well. The first pitch popped up out of play. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Counts 0-1. Since they've been eliminated, they've been playing a lot more free, it feels like. That pitch misses outside, make it 1-1.
For the safety of everyone, we ask no running in the concourse or along the aisleways. Thank you.
St. Cloudfilter, not a fan of running. 1-1 pitch. That one's lined to right. It's going to get out of play, making it 1-2.
You know you want a foul ball, but again, please no running in the aisleways. The concourse is trying to chase said foul balls. We want everyone to have a safe and enjoyable game experience.
Keenan Taylor at home this year has been excellent. 39 games. He has a .344 batting average, 7 home runs, 11 doubles. That's where a majority of his damage has come from. While on the road with a .248 batting average. Pretty stark difference. 1-2 pitch. That one's lined to right. That one's going to drop in front of Barry. No, it won't. He makes another sliding catch. Tough to tell. I thought I saw it dropping earlier. But Blake Berry takes away another hit, and there's one away.
Number 17, J.J. Cruz.
Oh, I didn't make a false home run call, but I made a false single call. With one away, it's up to J.J. Cruz. Sat to start the game. Eventually pinch hit. First pitch to him is lined to left field. And on it is MacArthur, and quickly there's 2 away here in the inning.
99, the shortstop, number 18,
And now it'll be the shortstop, Crix Taveras, stepping in with 2 away. You'll see the Otters try to add some more runs here to give their pitcher a little bit more of a cushion, but again, they've hit the ball pretty well off Daly so far. First pitch swinging, Taveras out a little bit out in front of it. He'll start behind 0-1. You really just don't want to let the pitcher out on the mound get into a rhythm and just start settling in. The 0-1 pitch swings through that one. Both up at 92, both he couldn't get to. And now he's behind 0-2 very quickly in this at-bat. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Taveras. That one does miss high and wide. Make it 1-2. That one swung on and missed, pulled the string on him, and he goes down swinging. So the Otters also go down 1-2-3 in the second. We'll head to the third. Braden Scott will be out there for another inning of work here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYAR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Through 2 here in Bosse Field. The Otters lead 2-0. Scored 2 in the first. Braden Scott has settled in, worked a quick 1-2-3 inning there in the second, striking out 2. And man, Scott has been a different man on the mound at home. At Bosse Field in 9 starts, he's pitched to a 2.43 ERA. He's a 4-1 record. He's pitched 55 and 2/3 innings with 71 strikeouts, just 28 walks. He has been a champion here at Bosse Field, and he's trying to find another excellent start out there on the mound. He'll face the 9-hole hitter Chris Davis to start this inning. First pitch misses wide, making it 1-0. That 1-0 pitch finds his own at the knees, making it 1-1 to the center fielder for Joliet. On the road, Scott in 8 starts, 50 innings, just 48 strikeouts. That's kind of the big difference, is the strikeout stuff just not as strong on the road. That pitch misses high, make it 2-1. Not that he can't have a good start. Obviously, we have the start in Ottawa, where he worked around a lot of traffic, didn't strike out a ton of batters, but only gave up 2 runs in 7 innings. That pitch finds the zone, making it 2-2. Davis yet to swing in this at-bat. But a 5.4 ERA in 8 games, 50 innings, a 1-3 record. Again, that's the big difference. Also, the long ball has bit him for 6 times on the road. At home, he's given up just 1 as he'll step off and the clock will reset. Counts 2-2 to Davis. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That's already 5 strikeouts for Braden Scott. But there's one away. Back to the top of the lineup, Liam MacArthur. This is the part of the lineup that got him the first time these two teams faced, and in that first inning. MacArthur singled to start the inning. Ordonez singled off him as well, but neither of them were particularly hard hit. First pitch, front door breaker. That one misses just low. MacArthur didn't chase, making it 1-0. That pitch does find the zone top corner with the fastball, making it 1-1. Again, MacArthur at the top of the lineup, a 382 OBP. Front door breaker, soft looper into shallow left field, but Tavares able to get under it and bring it in for out number 2. Just got it off the end of the bat, somehow made contact with it. Looked initially like it might have got enough just to get it into shallow left field, but died a lot quicker than I expected. On 2 away, it's Ian Battipaglia. 0 for 1 in this game, struck out swinging. Again, he has been such a tough out for Evansville this season. His first pitch to him, swings through that one and comes up empty. He's behind 0-1. Yeah, 3 hits in the game where Scott started back in Joliet. Last night had 2 more hits and a walk. 0-1, foul tipped into the glove, make it 0-2. Again, it feels like if you can keep this guy off the base paths, it's going to help you big time. He's a guy who steals a ton of bases. He was caught for just the 4th time last night, though. Swung on him, missed for strike 3, and Scott now with 6 strikeouts in the game through 3 innings. He has his ace stuff working right now. We are through into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Otters lead by 2 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Into the 3rd inning here at Bosse Field. Braden Scott so far through 3 with 6 strikeouts. He has held Joliet scoreless. But now it's time for the offense to try to add some more runs. They do lead 2-0, put up a couple runs in that 1st inning, but went down 1-2-3 in the 2nd. Dennis Pierce will step in. He's 0 for 1, but had a hit taken away from him the first time up. He awaits the first pitch from Ryan Daly. That's a breaker, misses low and away for ball 1. And Daly used a lot of fastballs early in this game, starting to maybe morph into some more off-speed stuff. 1-0 pitch swung through that one. Another big swing from Dennis Pierce. Comes up empty, making it 1-1. Down east in Sussex County in a battle of hits. That pitch misses high and in, make it 2-1. Ton of scoring there, 9-8 in the bottom of the 5th. Schaumburg's come back against New Jersey in game 2. They're up 7-4. Lake Erie, he was down 3-1. Now they're up 4-3. 2-1 swing. That one's hit pretty well into left. That one's going back to the track, to the wall, and it is gone. Dennis Pierce starts us off in the third with a solo shot. Adds another. It's 3-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Pierce.
Left the hanging off speed middle. He took it 391 feet. And now it's Graham Brown to follow that. Brown singled and came around to score on the Logan Brown sack bunt. First pitch, misses low. Starts out in front 1-0. Brown stole third in that first inning without even a throw. One-0 pitch, called strike one on the outside edge, making it 1-1. So it set up the Logan Brown sack bunt. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball called strike two, same place, same call. And it's one of those 50-50 spots that, depending on the umpire, maybe you give it, maybe you don't. Home plate umpire tonight, Dalton James, giving it both times. Counts 1-2 now to Brown. Daly agrees, winds, and delivers. That breaker misses way outside. Non-competitive pitch to make it 2-2. Seems like right now he just doesn't have the control he wants over that off-speed pitch. 2-2 fastball, foul tipped back into the glove. Did he catch it? No, he did not. It did fall in front of him. The umpire is blocking it. Now he comes up hopping. Is that one to go off his throwing hand? But as I was saying, again, it's that curveball. So far, he hasn't thrown it a ton in a competitive spot that's tough for these Otters to lay off of. Either it's missing way outside and it's an easy take, or they're recognizing it early. Or you saw that pitch to Dennis Pierce where he left an off-speed pitch middle. If you miss into this Otters team, top to bottom, they'll make you pay for it. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Line foul. We'll do 2-2 again. Pierce now the third Otter with 11 home runs on the season, tying J.J. Cruz and Keenan Taylor. 2-2 line, back up the middle, off the glove of Daly. They'll get into center for a single. Brown will take a big turn at first, but stay right there. Back-to-back hits for Evansville in this inning. Second hit of the game already for Graham Brown. Now bring in J.T. Benson with no one out. That ball was 107 off the bat, directly back at Daly. Thankfully, he was able to get a glove on it because that thing was heading right for him. Now Benson will step in. He's 1-for-1 with a single. He scored on the L.J. Jones single. First pitch swinging. That one's lined to right center. That's going to get down and split the gap. Brown rounding second. He's heading for third. It's going to be cut off by Davis. He'll get it in quickly and keep Benson at first. Brown will stay at third base, and now there are runners in the corners with no one away. Evansville has really figured out Daly here in this third inning. 3 straight hits, a home run, back-to-back singles now. All 3 hits in this inning, over 100 miles per hour off the bat.
The catcher, number 28, Logan Brown.
Again, Daly, a guy who's going to try to pitch to weak contact, but he has not been getting that tonight. And now they're going to get a meeting on the mound with their pitching coach. Out there is Tyler Martin. The Otters so far 5 hits, 3 runs, threatening to score more. And now the entire infield that was in on the mound will disperse. Catcher Heidel is going to step back behind the plate. They got to try to find a way to get it out of this inning without giving up any more damage. So they're already behind 3-0. First pitch to Logan Brown. That's on a line towards second. That's past the second baseman, Valdez. It'll score a run. Benson chugging to third. And everyone will trade places. The Otters add another run. Four straight hits to begin the inning. That one wasn't at 100 miles per hour. It was at 98. Now you got to start to wonder how much longer they're going to leave him out there, because it seems right now he can't get an out. Runners at first and third, no one away to L.J. Jones. First pitch breaker stays high, making it 1-0. Again, Daly's entered this game with a 3.23 ERA. The 22-year-old out of Plainfield, Illinois. Played his final collegiate season with Illinois. 1-0 pitch. That one's lined to right, but foul. Make it 1-1.
An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Joined this season midway. But Evansville has really found him here. 1-1, broken bat. That one up the middle, snagged by the second baseman Valdez. Both runners back to their bags. But finally, there's an out here in the third. And it'll send up Stephen Paolini.
Center fielder, number 34, Stephen Paolini.
So Mr. Brightside action for Paolini as he comes to the plate. First time up, popped out to short as that first pitch misses way outside. Good stop by Haddell, making it 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one misses outside, making it 2-0. So right now, Daly not finding the zone. Still no one warming up in the Joliet bullpen. Two-0 pitch. That's inside and low. Another good stop by Heidel, but it's 3-0 now. Keenan Taylor awaiting on deck. You know he'd love to hit with the bases juiced. There is action up in the Joliet bullpen. We'll see if they still haven't gotten anyone up and warming up yet, though. 3-0 pitch, misses high, ball 4. A 4-pitch Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar, and the bases are loaded for Keenan Taylor.
Cafe and Bar.
And again, no one up to replace Daly here in this inning. Surely Pinto and staff weren't expecting to have to go to the bullpen so early. Trying to hope that Daly finds it, but man, Evansville's really seen him well. But this bottom third of the lineup didn't record a hit against him. First pitch to Taylor, that one misses high and wide, and now 5 straight pitches have missed the zone for Daly. Again, not a guy who walks batters, but in this game, he's trying to nibble at the corners because Evansville has been hitting everything he throws. Now the 1-0 delivery. That one back in the zone finally, making it 1-1. That one just finding the zone at the knees of Taylor. Taylor last night with a couple of singles, went 2 for 4. 1-1 pitch, that one's a soft looper into center. Davis will bring it in plenty deep to score. Benson throws going to come into third base. But Logan Brown's going to slide in safely. The Otters add another run. They now lead 5-0 on the sac fly from Keenan Taylor. There are 2 away with runners on the corners for J.J. Cruz.
Number 17, J.J. Cruz.
And again, another pitch that just was middle. Thankfully for Daly, it was a jam shot to center. Cruz steps in 0 for 1. He flew out to left field his first time up. First pitch runner takes off. That one lined to left. And for the second time today, J.J. Cruz will fly out to left field, and That will end the inning, but the Otters send 8 to the plate, score 3 runs. They now lead 5-0 as we head to the fourth here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
The Otters put up 3 in the bottom of the third. They now lead 5-0, and Braden Scott, he's showing no signs of giving up that lead any time. He's pitched 3 scoreless innings. He struck out 6 already. Now he faces 3, 4, 5 in the lineup. Ordonez hit a slow roller past the gap between shortstop and third. Only a second hit of the game for Joliet. Both of them came in the first inning. Since then, Scott has sent down 8 straight slammer batters. He'll face Ernie Ordonez to start off this inning, followed by Antonio Valdez and Braylon Marine. Again, Scott entering this ball game just 19 shy of tying, 20 of breaking the single-season franchise record of strikeouts. Already is the franchise overall leader in strikeouts. And right now, he's pitching like he might break it tonight. He's on the mound. Here's the first pitch to Ordonez. Fastball taken just inside. He'll start behind of Ordonez, 1-0. Scott, of course, the former Indiana Hoosier. Backdoor breaker finds the zone. Make it 1-1. One pitch, another breaker. That one even sharper. Way out in front of it was Ordonez. Now he's behind 1-2. Former Indiana Hoosier, spent 3 seasons playing for Jeff Mercer. Came here to play for Macaulay of Evansville, and he blows by another one. 7th strikeout of the game for Braden Scott. And there's quickly one away here in the fourth. Man, when Scott's pitching at home, he is just a monster on the mound. One away, it's Antonio Valdez. He struck out his first time up. First pitch to him. That one misses just inside. Not giving any edge on there. He's behind 1-0. Played his first professional season here with Evansville. 1-0 pitch on the ground towards short. Tavares will play it on a hop. Throw to first is going to be in time. Bang, bang, but in time, and there's 2 away. Scott's now sitting down 10 straight batters. Signed with Toronto, made it as high as AA, but again, during that time, didn't start a single game for any of their affiliate teams. Came back to Evansville in 23, played 8 games, played 20 last year. He's 128 second among single-season strikeout records in Otters history. First pitch misses outside for ball one. Maybe just a bit high. Braylon Marine. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one inside, 2-0 now. Entering this game at 119 strikeouts, already the league leader in strikeouts. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That backdoor breaker finds his own at the knees. Back in the count now, 2-1. Fun fact, actually, the top two strikeout leaders are both named Braden. You have Braden Scott and Braden Alleman of Quebec. Marine swings through that one. Make it 2-2 now. So he's worked back from a 2-0 to 2-2. Marine at the plate. He grounded out his first time up. This was the last time Joliet had runners on base. Swung on and missed for strike 3. 8 German American Bank strikeouts for Braden Scott. He is feeling it tonight. 2 in each inning he's pitched, and we will head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Otters now lead by 5 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WIIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Otters lead 5-0. They scored 2 in the first, 3 in the third. And now they will start with Crix Taveras to lead off this fourth inning, followed by the top of the lineup. Thank you so much for joining me this Saturday evening. If you're listening, you are being treated to an excellent start from Braden Scott through 4 innings. He struck out 8, hasn't given up a run, just 2 hits. Both of them came in the first inning.
The shortstop, number 18, Crix Taveras.
Trying to outdo his performance from about a week and a half ago against New York at this ballpark. You know, when he's at Bossy Field, he is hits a whole nother gear. Crix Taveras, first pitch to him, misses outside for ball 1. First time up for him, he struck out swinging. Ryan Daly out there for his 4th inning of work. Obviously, Pinto hoping he can try to find his groove again. 1-0 pitch swinging. That one hit pretty well into right center. That's sending Barry back. That one's going to drop into the gap. It'll be cut off. Taveras trying to stretch it into a double. No one covering second, so he'll get in safely. And Crix Taveras in with a Deerhead double-decker double to lead off the 4th inning. And you got to imagine that bullpen's about to get warm because that ball was rocketed off the bat of Taveras.
Edward Jones, leadoff batter, designated hitter number 10, Dennis Pierce.
That's the 10th hit of the season for Crix Taveras, his 5th double. Half his hits have been doubles. And now the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce, will step in with a runner at second, no one away, fresh off his home run his last time up. First pitch swinging, soft looper into right. Barry will be able to camp under it for out number 1. Taveras going to try to take third. Throw's going to come in. That's going to be cut off, so Taveras is in safely. Runner at third with just 1 out. Marine cut that one off. That was coming into third. That would have been a close play, too. Kind of shocking that they cut that one off. Obviously, you don't want to let the ball get away, but could have at least let it try at this point in the game. Graham Brown will step in already. A couple of hits. He's scored twice on from Logan Brown. One on a sac bunt, one on a single. Infield will come in. First pitch to him, swinging, popped up. That went into foul territory on the right side. Over towards it is Ordonez, and he can't bring it in, and Graham Brown's given another life. Talked about it a lot this year. With this kind of ballpark, you're given a lot of space on either side of the bases, but you do not want to be giving batters extra lives, especially a guy like Graham Brown who has been blistering hot. Already his 7th multi-hit game of August. That pitch misses up and in for ball 1. Already still half of his games in August, he's had multiple hits. He's had as much as 4. That one on the line, stopped by Marine. It'll hold the runner at third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 2 away. Well hit, but great play by Marine to save a run. 2 away, it'll be up to JT Benson, needing a hit to score that run now.
Fielder, number 9, JT Benson.
Obviously, the Otters are up 5-0. You feel really good with the way Scott's been pitching, the way he's pitched all year at home. But, man, would you love, and I mean love, to add some more runs here. Just keep piling on. Really put this one away early. First pitch to Benson. Swings, but that one didn't mean to. He'll start behind 0-1. He's followed both of Graham Brown's hits with hits of his own. Top of the lineup has been excellent tonight. 7 for 8. The only time they've gotten out was something that was taken away from them. That pitch misses low and away, make it 1-1. It was that Dennis Pierce line out to right. That, again, that play out by Blake Berry really took a hit away from him. It's Ferris over at third base after his double. Benson at the plate, awaiting the 1-1 pitch from Daly, trying to regain some momentum. On the ground towards third, foul. Making it 1-2. So Benson steps back in. Counts 1-2. 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Otters lead 5-0, trying to add to it. Takes that one high, does Benson, make it 2-2. Evansville trying to win their 2nd straight series by winning the first 2 games in this one against Joliet. Here's the 2-2 delivery. On a line, up the middle. That's going to be stopped by Marine. No, he can't glove it. A run will score for Evansville. The Otters add to their lead. They now lead 6-0. Braylon Marine has played so well at shortstop all year. Can't make that play. Would have been a really close play over at first base.
The catcher, number 28, Logan Brown.
And they will give it a single. That'll be an RBI single for JT Benson, his 3rd hit of the game already. And now Logan Brown will step in, trying to keep this inning alive. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Brown tonight 1 for 1, a couple of RBIs already. 1 on his sac bunt. 1 on his single his last time up. Pulls the string on him, tried to send that one out to Heidelbach, but came up empty, and it makes it 1-1. You don't see Logan Brown taking big cuts like that. He's hit 3 home runs this season. All 3 of them typically have just been your normal swings, but in a game like this, why not try to add? 6 runs on 8 hits already for Evansville. Throw to first, but it's a weak throw, nothing doing. Just 2 hits from Joliet. They both came in the 1st inning. Since then, Braden Scott has been in, I don't even want to call it a groove. It's been a flow state. Here's the 1-1. On the ground towards first. They'll be stopped by Ordonez. He'll touch first in time for out number 3. The Otters do add a run. JT Benson gets his first RBI, his third hit of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome to the
The Otters take a 6-0 lead to the fifth here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com.
We're to the Buffalo Wild Wings fifth inning. Remember, bottomless apps are now here. Visit either Evans location, 545 Pro Drive and 715 North Greenville Road for details.
With the Evansville Otters.
Braden Scott, 57 pitches through 4 innings. He has 8 strikeouts. He has set down 11 straight batters for Joliet. He'll face Blake Berry, Brandon Heidel, and Nick Iannatone to start this fifth inning. Front door breaker finds the zone, and he can't miss right now. He's out in front 0-1. Here's the 0-1 delivery to Scott, or from Scott. That one misses outside, didn't get buried to chase, make it 1-1. Again, this is kind of the zone he got into in that finale against Joliet when he pitched. He just struggled a little bit that first inning and then really found his spot as that one finds his own, make it 1-2. And when Braden Scott's pitching well, he's mixing in the fastball well. He's going backdoor, his back foot. That one's popped up left side. Over toward his Graham Brown and Logan Brown. It'll be Graham Brown who calls everyone off and brings it in for out number 1. 12 straight. It'll be Brandon Heidel.
The catcher, 15, Brandon Heidel.
Heidel struck out swinging his last time up. Second time Barry's popped out to Graham Brown this game. First pitch to the catcher. Misses high for ball 1. Heidel mentioned he's in his 54th game this season. Calls time now. Played 4 seasons with the Oakland Golden Grizzlies of the Horizon League. Joined Joliet last year after his collegiate season ended. That one hit pretty well into the left. It's hooking. It's going to go foul. Make it 1-1. First time that Joliet's really hit the ball well, and that was on a pitch that was way inside. He just turned on it. I don't even know if that one was possible to stay fair at that level. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses outside, make it 2-1. Heidel this season, a .233 batting average, does have a .344 OBP. He's worked 28 walks, so he has a pretty good approach at the plate, just getting all the hits. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled back, make it 2-2. Played 55 games for him last year, but in those 55 games, he had 30 less at-bats in 2 more games. 2-2 pitch, taken just high, count runs full. Heidel's worked a good at-bat here, trying to slow down Braden Scott's approach. Scott looks in. Winds and delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Make it 9 strikeouts in the game, and there's 2 away.
Strikeout.
He is unhittable right now, and it'll be Nick Iannatone to step in 0 for 1 with a strikeout with 2 away. And Iannatone played 8 games for Joliet earlier this year, was released. And with Contreras going on the IL, they needed someone who could get to the team quickly as that one's fouled off. He's behind 0-1. Just outside of Joliet, into trying to fill a hole, making a start, being signed today. 0-1 pitch swung on and missed way out in front of the curveball. He's behind 0-2. In those 8 games, he hit .211 at a .360 OBP, 5 walks, just 4 strikeouts. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chop towards third, a high chopper. It's going to be a bare hand, no chance. What a way to break the streak. That was about as bad luck of a hit as you can get.
To Chris Davis.
That one was, he somehow made contact with it, popped it off home plate or around there, and it's basically a pop-up to Graham Brown, but it bounced, so he tried to make a quick play, but didn't have a chance, didn't even make the throw. By the time he had it, Iannatone was already at first base. That's Chris Davis' first pitch to him, misses high for ball 1. Davis in his 76th game for Joliet this season. 1-0 pitch, misses outside, good stop by Logan Brown, make it 2-0. So he works around this 2-out base runner. Davis standing at 5'9", the 28-year-old out of Avon, Connecticut. His second year with Joliet after playing 2 seasons with Duke and then 2 seasons with the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers of the United Shore League. 2-0 pitch. That one finds the zone outside edge, make it 2-1. That infield single. That one taken just outside, make it 3-1. That infield single ended a streak of 13 straight batters set down by Braden Scott. Here's the throw over to first base. Little hesitation there from Iannatone, but gets back. Still behind 3-1 is Scott. He delivers. Fouled off. Count runs full. Iannatone at first will get a head start. Top of the lineup is awaiting. So if Davis can find a way on, it will set the table for the top of the lineup with 2 away. Scott looks in, comes set, looks over at first base. Delivers the payoff pitch. Fouled off just barely by Davis. Davis, another one of these guys that's not going to go down easy without a fight. 346 OBP, 33 walks to 49 strikeouts. Payoff pitch on and up the middle. Tavares slides, throw to first in the dirt, not in time. He beats out an infield single, the second infield single of the inning. Couple of 2-out base hits for Braden Scott here. The top of the lineup coming to the plate.
Who's your lottery? Strikeout batter, left fielder, 28, Liam MacArthur.
It'll be Liam MacArthur, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a pop-out. So after 13 batters were set down straight by Braden Scott, a couple of infield singles have interrupted that flow state he was in. The first pitch to MacArthur. Finds his own inside corner. He starts out in front 0-1. This point, all you can do is use your best stuff and attack here. Obviously, it gets tough at the top of this lineup, but handled them well for the most part. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Front door breaker, but didn't break quite enough, making it 1-1. What to say about Braden Scott that hasn't already been said? Over 500 professional strikeouts. The Frontier League leading strikeout right now. That breaker finds the top corner. He's out in front 1-2. Already 9 strikeouts in this game. He's not even through 5 innings yet. Now just 11 away from getting the most strikeouts in a single season in Otters history. Scott MacArthur at 1-2. He looks in, comes set, looks at second, delivers the 1-2 pitch. That one taken in the dirt. Good take by MacArthur. Make it 2-2. Again, MacArthur at the plate, another guy who's not going to strike out all that often. He has more walks than strikeouts this season, just 46 strikeouts and 316 at-bats. Counts 2-2. There's 2 away. Runners at first and second. Otters lead 6-0. Joliet trying to finally break into Braden Scott. Here's the 2-2. That one lined softly to left, but it's going to land foul, and the count will still be 2-2. That one, an incredible jam shot that, again, with MacArthur, we saw it last night. Has no qualms with just poking out to left field. He's got a lot of speed out of the box, so anything in the infield is a tough out. Here's the next 2-2. That one stays high, count runs full. Now both runners will get a head start. They're getting 2 quick outs to start this inning. Back-to-back infield singles. And now a full count pitch to Liam MacArthur upcoming. Steps off, resets. Scott sets once again, delivers the payoff pitch. That one a breaker, popped up into foul territory. Over towards it is Logan Brown chasing it, but it's going to go off the wall, off the roof, I should say. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count still full. They've made him work a lot more here in this 5th inning. And just 57 pitches coming into the inning. Upcoming is pitch 85. Scott agrees and sets. Delivers the next payoff pitch. Breaker fouled off to the left side again, and he stays alive. Just keeps spoiling. And now Logan Brown and Braden Scott going to talk because MacArthur not going down at all here. Just will not give in. So he keeps spoiling all these pitches from Scott. Pitch number 9 upcoming in this at-bat. Scott shakes once, agrees and sets. Here's the next payoff pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. MacArthur goes down, and that's 10 strikeouts for Braden Scott through 5. We'll head to the bottom of the Buffalo Wild Wings 5th inning after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
To the bottom of the fifth we go. The Otters will have L.J. Jones to start off this inning as Ryan Daly out there for another inning of work. He's settled down a little bit to give up a run in that last inning, but again, trying to eat up some innings here for Joliet. Otters lead 6-0. But again, in this game, in this spot, you would love to add some more here, put it way out of reach. That way Braden Scott can go out there and not have to pitch right with the team right behind him. L.J. Jones tonight 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the first inning. He lined out to second his last time up. Again, they've seen Daly really well this game. This is their third time through the lineup. Like to see this part of the lineup start to attack him as the first pitch misses low for ball 1. Gonna go first pitch breaker, but Jones didn't chase. Now here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung at that one. Fouled it off. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. He just missed that one. He was trying to turn on that fastball up and in, but just fouled it up over the roof. There's the 1-1 pitch. That one on the ground towards short. The shortstop Marine. Long throw to first is in time. Great play by Marine over there, and there's one away. That one was deep in the hole. And that'll be Stephen Paolini up next.
Center fielder number 34, Stephen Paolini.
Earned a walk his last time up. Third time he's reached on a free pass. He's got one hit as an Otter, and it was a big one last night. That first pitch finds his own at the knees for strike 1. He's shown to be able to hit the ball really hard. Had about 4 or 5 of them that were hit extremely hard, but didn't find any holes. 0-1 pitch misses inside at the knees, make it 1-1. Last night, hit the ball hard. If you can't find it around them, just hit it over. 1-1 pitch. That one on the ground towards second. Valdez will bring it in. Throw to first is going to be in time for out number 2. Speed of Paolini made it close, but didn't beat it out. And with 2 away, it's Keenan Taylor stepping up to the plate. Taylor tonight, 0 for 1 with a sacked fly. Little news for Evansville chasing down Florence. Three Rivers won that game 7-6. The first pitch, Taylor finds his own for strike 1. Schaumburg lost game 1 5-4, but Schaumburg did come back and beat New Jersey 7-4 in game 2. So they split the day 1-1 with New Jersey. Sussex County was down 8-9. Now they're leading 16-9 over Down East. New York and Ottawa in the top of the third, tied at 1. A 1 pitch is fouled up and overhead. Now make it 0-2. That's the big game of the night. Started in a rain delay. Again, those are the 2 teams right now, at least where they're at, fighting for that last wild card spot in the Atlantic Conference. 0-2 pitch just wasted there by Keenan Taylor to stay alive. Washington against Quebec, probably the biggest matchup of the night when you just look at records. Washington up 3-2 in that one. Lake Erie, who's fighting with Washington for the Midwest Division title. As that one's lined well into left center. That one's going back. That one's going to split the gap and get to the wall. Taylor rounding first, heading for second. He'll be there easily. And it'll be a stand-up Deerhead double-decker double to keep the inning alive and extend it to J.J. Cruz.
That's a Deerhead double-decker double.
104 off the bat on a pitch low and away. He turned on it.
Number 17, J.J. Cruz.
And now J.J. Cruz will step in 0 for 2. He's only seen 2 pitches tonight, and both times he's flown out to left field. They were saying Washington battling Lake Erie. Lake Erie now losing 6-4 against Mississippi in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Cruz. First one he takes. That one misses low for ball 1. Windy City currently beating Gateway 2-0. Gateway can get half a game back on Schaumburg if they can get a win. But if they lose half a game. And here's the 1-1 pitch. That one on the ground towards short. Marine will take it. Long throw to first is in time, and that will do it for the Otters here in the Buffalo Wild Wings 5th inning. Remember, guys, bottomless apps are now here. Visit either Evans location, 505 Pearl Drive and 715 North Green River Road for details. The Otters take their 6-0 lead into the 6th.
All right, it is time for the jersey.
We'll take a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
Through 5 here at Bosse Field, Evansville leads 6-0, and Braden Scott is dealing. 5 shutout innings, 10 strikeouts. That last inning, he did use just under 30 pitches, so he's thrown quite a bit at the mound, but again, he has been excellent. He has set Evansville up for a big win. He's got to go through 2-3-4, though. Ian Battipaglia, Ernie Ordonez, and Antonio Valdez. Battipaglia 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. You got to imagine that isn't something that's normal. That first pitch finds the zone for strike 1. Battipaglia, a guy that's so tough to keep off the base paths this year. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swings through that one. He's behind 0-2 very quickly in this at-bat. Scott has been dealing. He's been dealing all around Battipaglia specifically. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Inside, try to get a back foot breaker, but Battipaglia wasn't chasing. Make it 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off to the right side as Battipaglia stays alive.
Brought to you by Hess Construction. Choose the best, never regret.
Scott's been ramping up in this at-bat up to 90 miles per hour in that pitch. Count still 1-2 to the Slammers' third baseman. Scott shakes once, shakes twice, shakes a third time. Now agrees, sets and winds. Swung on and missed for strike 3. German American Bank strikeout number 11 for Braden Scott, and there's one away here in the 6th.
First baseman 20, Arnie Ordonez.
With one away, Ordonez will step in. He's 1 for 2. Struck out swinging his second time up in the 4th inning. First pitch, it's a breaker, didn't break enough, stayed high and wide, and Scott will start behind him 1-0. Started behind Ordonez all 3 times tonight. It was the 1-0 pitch. Back foot on that one, but Ordonez able to get away from it, make it 2-0. And this is the first time he started 2-0 to Ordonez, though. He missed the first pitch in all 3 at-bats, but his first 2 at-bats, he actually got him to 1-2. But instead, he's fighting from behind 2-0 here. 2-0 pitch popped up, but out of play. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
94 pitches for Scott so far through 5 1/3, so Joliet hasn't been able to put up any runs, but they've forced that pitch count up. 2-1 pitch misses outside, make it 3-1. Scott this year not. I should say this one, he's just used to going over 100 pitches. That one, line to center, sending Paolini back to the track. It's over his head and off the wall. Ordonez wasn't running at first, but he will get to second base. And a 1-out double, but a runner in scoring position against Scott here.
12, Antonio Valdez.
Ordonez initially was kind of walking like he had hit that out of the park, but that one landed in front of the wall out in center. And now Antonio Valdez will step in. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out, but now he's a runner in scoring position here. Scott just threw 96 pitches in his outing against Windy City. Just the second time this year he hasn't thrown over 100 pitches. The other time came in the very first outing against Gateway. Again, a spot where you'd probably expect your pitching staff to try to save your pitcher early in the season. He has thrown as many as 125 this year, so if he can work through this 5th inning cleanly and hopefully quickly, maybe get out and pitch the 7th inning as well. But he's got to get through this inning first, face Antonio Valdez with a runner at second. Scott will look in and agree. In comes set. Big jump from Ordonez at second, but he doesn't go as that first pitch just misses high and wide. Starting behind another batter, 1-0. That one just missed. Valdez with a .269 batting average, 42 RBIs on the season. One-0 pitch. That one swung on towards right field. Benson over towards it, still running towards the track at the wall. He brings it in for out number 2. Ordonez will tag and get to third. But a big out number 2 for Evansville here in this inning, and it will bring up Braylon Marine.
Shortstop 14, Braylon Marine.
Marine tonight 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Last 2 batters have hit the ball hard against Scott. Really the first time we can say that tonight. For the most part tonight, he's been locked down, and even when he's given up hits, it's been weak contact. You saw the 2-out hit from Nick Iannatone. First pitch swinging foul tipped off of Logan Brown. So Marine starts behind 0-1. Both singles in that 5th inning were infield singles. First 2 hits of the night weren't hit all that hard. I mean, MacArthur got started off quick. Ordonez was a jam shot, just found a hole. Scott, standing on the mound, agrees and sets. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. Marine way behind that fastball. Now it's 0-2. The Otters up 6-0. The first run for Joliet just 90 feet away. Scott trying to keep him there. Sets. Takes a deep breath and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Lined into right. It's going to send Benson back at the wall. He's able to bring it in on the run for out number 3. So Scott preserves the shutout through 6. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Otters lead 6-0. Braden Scott with 11 strikeouts through 6 innings of work of shutout baseball on one end, and Evansville jumped out early in this one. They put up 2 runs in the first, added 3 in the third, put up 1 in the fourth. Did go scoreless in the 5th, but Crix Tavares will lead off the 6th inning after doubling his last time up. Ryan Daly has really suffered through it here tonight, but still out there working in the 6th, and even though he gave up those runs early, he's kind of bounced back. First pitch to Tavares swings through that one. Tavares has been up there and aggressive so far tonight. It worked out in his favor the second time with a double. His first time up just couldn't really make contact and ended up striking out swinging. 0-1 pitch. That one, a beauty, finds the zone, make it 0-2. Looked like it was going to cut in, but stayed on the inside part of the plate. Just found the bottom corner. And now Daly quickly be ahead of Tavares 0-2. Fouled off. Tavares just stays alive. Daly's kind of been as advertised, at least when it comes to walks and strikeouts. Just 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Most things have been put in play. Fortunately for him, it's been a lot of hard hit stuff. Here's the next 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses high, make it 1-2. Tavares tonight, the lone strikeout victim, of course. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. That's Daly's 2nd strikeout of the game, and with 1 away, it'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. The Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce.
Designated hitter number 10, Dennis Pierce.
Pierce 1 for 3. Had a hit taken away from him in the first inning, a solo shot to lead off the 3rd. Flew out to right his last time up. First pitch swinging, but comes up empty. He's going after that first pitch fastball that was up in the zone, and he's behind 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Pierce. Didn't go on that one, same place, but held up on that one, so now it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Daly. That breaker is fouled off, up and out of play. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Count still 1-2 to Pierce. Windy City now up 5-0 on Gateway. That one's at Arsenal BG Ballpark too. Pierce checked his swing, didn't go at that curveball, making it 2-2 now. Washington still up on Quebec 3-2. See what the matchup is in this game. Fastball called, strike 3 at the knees. Goes down looking for out number 2, back-to-back strikeouts for Daly.
Third baseman, number 24, Graham Brown.
Next up is Graham Brown, the final hope for the Otters here in the 6th. First pitch is a breaker that didn't break enough. Count will be 1-0. For Washington, it was Sebastian Rodriguez. An interesting stat line. As that one's lifted deep into left center field. That one's deep into the track and at the wall, and it's off the top of the wall. Brown will get in easily with a Deerhead double-decker double, his second hit of the game. Third hit of the game, sorry. 105 off the bat. Turned on that one, just missed a home run. And now JT Benson will step in, who's reached all 3 times. He is 2 for 3. And that's going to do it for Daly's night. Almost got through 6 innings, but the Otters are able to hit him pretty well. We'll have more on the new pitcher after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Joliet called the bullpen is Cameron Smith. Smith on the mound. Behind the plate is Heidel. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Cameron Smith will relieve Ryan Daly. He's given up 7 runs. He's given up 6 runs, on the hook for a potential 7th, who's at second base. First pitch to Braden Scott. Called strike 1 on a pitch that was around the outside corner. Pitts will start behind 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one swung through on that one. Now Benson behind 0-2 to Smith. Smith in his 37th game this season, his second year with Joliet. Runner takes off, pitches outside. Throw down to third is not in time. Graham Brown beats it out for his second stolen base of the night.
That was an epic stolen base, courtesy of Epic Insurance Midwest, the proud partner of Evansville Otters baseball.
Counts 1-2. Played 5 seasons with Lewis Clark State, the Warriors of Lewis Clark State in the NAIA. Senior season had a 2.14 ERA in 16 appearances, 33 2/3 pitched. That pitch missed outside, make it 2-2. This year's pitched to a 5.19 ERA in 34 2/3. Struck out 25 and walked 10. Not a lot of strikeout stuff. ERA way up this year from last year. 2-2 pitch. Gets Benson swinging at that one. And that'll do it for the Otters here in the 6th. They strand a runner at third base. The Otters still lead by 6 as we head to the 7th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WIIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
We head to the 7th inning here at Bosse Field. Braden Scott out there for another inning of work. You got to imagine this is his last inning, though. Enters with 101 pitches on the night, but he has thrown 6 scoreless innings. He struck out 11, just one short of his professional high of 12 strikeouts that he recorded back in his first season with Evansville. Did that twice, actually, in that year. And right now, he is just one strikeout short of it. Again, he is 9 strikeouts away from taking the lead in single-season strikeouts for the Otters. He will work the 7th inning, first against Blake Berry, who's popped up to Graham Brown at third twice. I was talking about the Washington-Quebec game. Peyton Parks at the plate. The pitcher for Washington, 6 innings, given up 2 runs, just 1 earned, 0 strikeouts. Very different from tonight's game for Braden Scott. Scott delivers the first pitch to Berry. Fastball finds his own top corner. He starts out in front 0-1. On the other end, Braden Allman, the man just behind Braden Scott in strikeouts. 0-1 pitch finds his own. Make it 0-2. Quickly out in front of Blake Berry. 9 strikeouts for him on the game. He's already out. So Scott maintains the lead. He's up by 3. So that pitch misses high, make it 1-2. Came in just 1 ahead of Allman. But he's going to leave at least up by 3, if not more. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just missed outside. Didn't get the call, didn't get the chase. Make it 2-2. Scott trying to find the put-away pitch. Here's the 2-2. On the ground towards third. It's going to stay foul. Almost snuck back into fair territory, but didn't. The Otters put up 2 runs in the first, 3 in the third, and a run in the fourth. Been scoreless in the 5th and the 6th, but Braden Scott has been lights out. 6 scoreless innings so far. Trying to work a 7th scoreless, but got to try to get Berry out here, who's still working with a 2-2 count. Winds, sets, delivers. That one just fouled off into foul territory. Graham Brown going to try to follow it, but going to get out of play. Count still 2-2. Again, this Joliet team, man. I mean, that's another one of those pitches that's exactly the kind of chase you want, but somehow Berry just able to get a bat out on it and just to stay alive. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3, way out in front of that. German American Bank strikeout number 12, ties a career high. And now with 1 away, it's Brandon Heidel.
The catcher, 15, Brandon Heidel.
Heidel tonight 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. But again, even in these strikeouts, a lot of these, he's had Heidel had a full count strikeout. MacArthur, with his strikeout, had full count. Davis had a 2-2 count. A lot of these are long counts. That first pitch is swung on and fouled off to left field. Pretty well struck, but couldn't keep it foul. He's behind 0-1. Scott started the inning above 100 pitches. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Backdoor breaker finds the zone. Heidel at 0-2 now. This upcoming pitch will be pitch number 110. 0-2 pitch. That fastball misses high and wide. Make it 1-2. Heidel trying to avoid striking out for the third time tonight. Barry, who led off with a strikeout, led off all 3 times he's bat. So kind of similar to what we saw in Mississippi, where in that game 2, you had one part of the lineup batting and at the end of it the whole time. That fastball misses high, make it 2-2. Talked about, go back and look actually, just for the fun of it. It was actually in the finale. I said that wrong. It was Benson leading off the inning the first 3 times he came to the plate. Swung on and missed for strike 3. German-American Bank strikeout for Braden Scott. His 13th of the night. A new career high, and there's 2 away. Nick Iannatone stepping in. Still no warming up in the Otters bullpen. First pitch swinging, line to right. In on it is Benson, diving forward, and he makes the grab. What a play to end the inning. Scott sets a new single game high and strikeouts, and JT Benson makes a diving catch to end the inning. It's time to stretch here at the ballpark. We'll give you Zane Clodfelter as he sings the 7th inning stretch on the Otters Digital Network.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, and we'll root for the Otters. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3, stretch you around at the old ball game. Nicely done. Let's get some more.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Joliet call to the bullpen is Jacob Morin. Morin on the mound. Behind the plate is Brandon Heidel. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or called 812-475-9000. So Braden Scott with a new career high in strikeouts through 7. Let's see if they want to send him out for another inning, but again, he's throwing a ton of pitches tonight. .114. So I don't know if they'll bring him in. There's some action out in the Otters bullpen getting warm. But the new pitcher in for Joliet to try to keep this 6-run deficit where it's at, making his 37th appearance of the season in 34 innings. He has 39 strikeouts, just 7 walks. Does have a 4.23 ERA out of the bullpen. He will face Logan Brown to start off this inning. Brown tonight 1 for 2 with a RBI sac bunt, an RBI single, and a ground out. First pitch finds the zone, and he will start out in front 0-1. Morin has been on fire for Joliet since July 26th, has given up just 1 run 0-1 pitch. That one's fouled off. Now 0-2. And that time has not worked more than an inning. We'll see how they want to play this here, if they need to eat a couple more innings here at the ballpark. Jacob Morin on the mound, agrees, winds, and delivers the 0-2 pitch. That one is lifted into shallow right field. Out on it is Ordonez. In on it is Barry. It's going to drop in fair territory. Logan Brown hustling for second. He slides in awkwardly. He misses, falls off the bag. And so he ends up running into an out on that bloop base hit.
That was
So it ends up being a double because he actually beat the throw in, but the awkward slide, and he fell off the bag, and there's one away. An unfortunate turn of events for Evansville there. With one away, LJ Jones will step in with no one on. Just found the hole out in right field, too. Morin, who looks in, agrees, winds, and sets the first pitch to the first baseman tonight, Jones. Front door breaker finds the zone. He's out in front 0-1. Jones tonight 1 for 3, an RBI single back in the first. A line out and a ground out so far since. 0-1 pitch out in front of that one. Pulled the string at 78. Now he's behind 0-2 and is going to have to try to reset and battle back here. Update in the Washington-Quebec game. Quebec has tied it in the bottom of the 8th on a home run. 0-2 pitch. That one misses outside. Make it 1-2. By the way, in the game, David Mindham, former Otter, is 3 for 4, batting in the 2-hole. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Morin. Swung on and missed for strike 3, way out in front of his LJ Jones. Couldn't hold up. Now with 2 away, it's Stephen Paolini.
Center fielder, number 34, Stephen Paolini.
The home run by Kendall Simmons, who is a new Quebec Capital. Only 21 at-bats for him on the season, so we did not see him. And now Paolini stepping looking for his first hit of the game, and he swings through that one in the dirt behind 0-1. Different approach here is Morin not as much of a fireball thrower as Daly was. Daly was getting up in the low 90s. 0-1 pitch, back foot breaker, and did exactly that, hit the back foot. A hit by pitch for Paolini, the second time he's reached in this game. And that will be a 2-out base runner for Evansville.
Number 12, Keenan Taylor.
Next up is Keenan Taylor. Taylor tonight, 1 for 2 with a double, a sac fly. First pitch runner takes off. That one misses outside. Throw down is not in time. Stolen base for Stephen Paolini. Counts 1-0. Getting more, and doesn't throw the ball fast. Threw an off-speed pitch there, and Paolini has still in the whole way. Moore in his senior season actually played for Ohio State. The Buckeyes of the Big Ten made 25 appearances, a 5.72 ERA, and 28 1/3 innings. 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Taylor way out in front of it, make it 1-1. Didn't have too many walk problems during college. You know, a 3.5 walk per 9 rate is not bad by any means, but man, since he's joined Joliet, he's averaged a 1.6 walk per 9 rate. 1-1, front door breaker finds the zone. Taylor didn't think so. But now he's behind 1-2 after that front door butte from Jacob Morin. The Otters up 6-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner in scoring position, a chance to add. Morin coming set, looks back at second, delivers the 1-2 pitch. Foul tipped into the glove. Another one way out in front of that one, just couldn't stay back on it. So Taylor goes down swinging in the 7th. We'll head to the 8th after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYAR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Otters call to the bullpen. Nolan Thebe. Thebe enters. Behind the plate is Logan Brown. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Braden Scott's night ends after 7 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, didn't walk anybody, didn't allow any runs, and struck out a career-high 13. Half of the batters he faced on the night went down via the strikeout. What a performance from Braden Scott. Just keeps one-upping himself here at home. And now it'll be Nolan Thebe in to try to shut this one down here in the 8th. We'll see if they want him to go 2 innings. He'll face Chris Davis in the 9-hole to start off the inning, followed by Liam MacArthur and Ian Batty Paglia of the top of the lineup. Didn't even realize this. Former Otters Pavin Parks and David Mindom playing against each other in Quebec right now. Quebec in that game is actually taking a 4-3 lead. First pitch to Davis. Finds his own at the knees, and he's out in front 0-1. Thebe relieving Braden Scott tonight. 0-1 pitch. That one's lifted into shallow right field. Out on is Cruz. In on is Benson. It'll be Benson who calls him off and brings it in for out number 1. Thebe gets a quick first out. So far this year, he's made 29 appearances. He's pitched to a 3.13 ERA in 37 1/3 innings with 40 strikeouts, just 17 walks. His last outing was the finale in Mississippi, where he came in with runners at first and second, no one away. A ball lifted into right field, caught by JT Benson, forced the triple play. First pitch to Liam MacArthur at the top of the lineup, finds his own. He's behind 0-1. Faced one batter, got 3 outs. Ended up pitching the next inning as well. So he went 2 scoreless innings, just allowing 1 hit, 1 walk, and got 1 strikeout. That one finds his own, make it 0-2 to MacArthur in the left-handed batter's box as he calls time. The Otters, 5 outs away from winning the series, with a chance to come back tomorrow. That game at 12:35 p.m. A midday game to finish off the series, and hopefully, assuming they can hold on tonight, get a real shot to go for the sweep tomorrow. How about setting yourself up for the end of the season? Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one misses low. MacArthur doesn't chase, make it 1-2. MacArthur tonight, 1 for 3, a single, back in the first inning. Since then, he's popped out and struck out. Phoebe sets and delivers the 1-2 pitch. That one misses outside, make it 2-2. We've seen this from MacArthur quite a bit tonight. Gets behind early and just works. And he's always a tough out. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one just misses outside. Count runs full. MacArthur keeps just taking. Saw in the last at bat against Scott as well. He also just will fight off these pitches that are either tough to lay off or tough to hit. Here's the payoff pitch. Called strike 3 at the knees. German American Bank strikeout for Nolan Thebe. And there's 2 away here in the 8th. MacArthur didn't think so. He was heading down to first, but instead he's going back to the dugout. And with 2 away, it's Ian Batty Paglia. He's trying to turn around his fortunes tonight, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. The Otters trying to keep him hitless for the first time this year. First pitch to him, swinging, fouls that one off to the right side. He'll start behind 0-1. Okay, coming into this game, he was 11 for 18 against Evansville this year. Started 11 for 16 before they recorded a couple outs on him last night. One of those was on an error that, even though it was an error, he still beat it out with his legs. That pitch finds his own lower corner, make it 0-2. Here's that 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Golden sombrero for Ian Batty Paglia. That's got to feel good after how he has terrorized Evansville this year. Second German-American make strikeout for Nolan Thebe, the 15th for the pitching staff tonight for Evansville. And we are through 8.5 innings. Otters will come to bat in the bottom half of the 8th after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VANDCASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Joliet called to the bullpen is Chase Hopewell. Hopewell on the mound, behind the plate, Chase Heidel, that pitcher and catcher battery, is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or called 812-475-9000. JJ Cruz will lead her off here against Hopewell, who came up in the 6th inning against the Otters in that ball game before Steven Paolini, first batter he faced, hit a 3-run home run against him. He'll be called in to try to close out this 8th inning for Joliet as Evansville leads 6-0. JJ Cruz will be up to lead it off, spot where Evansville can try to add to their lead.
Second baseman, number 17, J.J. Cruz.
Cruz tonight 0 for 3. He's seen just 4 pitches. A couple of flyouts and a ground out. First pitch to him swinging. He comes up empty. He'll be behind 0-1. Cruz on the season, one of 3 Otters with 11 home runs. Did some damage against Mississippi with a 2-home-run game out there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Checked his swing on a pitch up in the zone. Looks like he actually foul-tipped it into the glove. Unfortunately, because I don't think he went, so he's behind 0-2. Cruz awaits the 0-2 pitch. Hopewell comes set and delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So Cruz starts off the inning with a strikeout, and with 1 away, it's to Crix Taveras here.
The shortstop, number 18, Crix Taveras.
Taveras tonight 1 for 3, a double, and a couple of strikeouts. Here's the first pitch to the Otters shortstop. That one misses low and away for ball 1. Quebec now up 6-3 against Washington. They're starting to pour it on in the 8th. They've scored 4 in that inning. Windy City up on Gateway still, 5-0. That one's fouled up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Counts 1-1. New York up on Ottawa 3-2. Obviously, that's a big game. Mississippi's up on Lake Erie 12-4. After Lake Erie beat them 19-5 last night, Mississippi trying to reverse fortunes over there. That one on the ground towards short. Marine will take it in. Throw to first is going to be in time, and there's 2 away. I'll be back to the top of the lineup. The Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce. Pierce tonight 1 for 3, a solo shot back in the 3rd. Struck out looking his last time up. A couple of flyouts to right. Hopewell looking in, trying to agree. He comes set. So he delivers the first pitch of the at-bat to the Otters leadoff hitter. Fouled directly back. That one is coming right at me. Weren't for the fence, I would have been able to catch it. Counts 0-1. The Otters, with a win tonight, would match their longest win streak of the season. This team has really started to find their groove here in 25. Went around on that one, didn't mean to, on the breaker. Counts 0-2 now. Quebec now up 7-3. Washington just cannot get out of that 8th inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Good check there by Pierce. Make it 1-2. Man, you got to think that crowd over in Quebec must be rocking right now. Former Otter David Mindham with 4 hits and 2 runs. Count is 1-2 to Pierce. Hopewell sets and delivers. That one chopped foul. Pierce stays alive and will do 1-2 again. New York and Ottawa. New York scored 1 in the bottom of the first. Ottawa put up 1 in the top of the second. Ottawa tied it up at 2 in the top of the 4th, but New York came back with 2 runs of their own. Actually, they took the 2-1 lead. The New York scored 2. They're up 3-2. Check to swing, went around, ball gets away Throw is going to come down. No throw, and Pierce is going to reach on the strikeout. So even though it was a strikeout, a two-out base runner for Evansville will lead to Graham Brown.
Third baseman number 24, Graham Brown.
Already a 3-hit game tonight. Singled his first 2 times up. He's grounded out and then doubled his last time. Stole a bag. He's stolen 2 bases tonight. Both times he's stolen third. He's been getting a great read out there. Hopewell sets and delivers the first pitch. That one misses inside for ball 1. Every Otter has, all but one Otter has reached tonight. All but 2 have gotten hits. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one in the dirt. Good stop by Haddell to keep it in front of him, but count is 2-0. The Otters play one more game against Joliet tomorrow at 12:35 p.m. Hopefully you'll join us there, either here at the ballpark or here on the Otters Digital Network. Travel day on Monday to go to Washington, Pennsylvania to take on the Wild Things for 3 games coming off their series against Quebec. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one fouled off, make it 2-1. Then the final homestand of the season, 6 games, 3 against Windy City. And then Tuesday through Thursday, it'll be 3 against Florence. And hopefully by that point, it'll be within 2 or 3 games. Evansville can sweep them and come back, try to pass them in the standings. Again, not for playoffs or anything, but just for pride. And then the final 3 games of the season, the Labor Day weekend in Gateway to finish off the 2025 season. And by that point, Gateway still might be fighting for a divisional crown, so Otters a chance to play spoiler. Hopewell sets. Looks in, delivers a 2-1 pitch. Breaker calls strike 2 at the knees. Evens it up at 2-2. Tough pitch to really do anything there for Graham Brown. Held off on it, but it's in the zone. Nice behind. I said the count's even 2-2. 2 away, runner at first base. Time called by Brown here. Evansville scored 6 runs on 11 hits. Got an excellent start from Braden Scott. Joliet with 5 hits. Only one of them has really been hard hit. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Fouled off. Graham with a really good at-bat here. And again, obviously you're up 6-0, but it's kind of a good thing to see. Even though it's late in the game, even though it feels like the game's won already. Just taking good at-bats here, and even spots like this. Here's the next 2-2 delivery. That one lifted deep into left center field. It's going to move over Davis. He's going to be able to get under it and bring it in for out number 3. The Otters strand a runner. We'll head to the top of the 9th. Otters with a 6-run lead here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
We're to the ninth inning here at Bosse Field. Nolan Thebe, after working a 1-2-3-8, will be in there to work the ninth inning. He'll face Ernie Ordonez, the first baseman, to start off the inning. He is 2 for 3 tonight. Of the 5 hits, he has 2 of them. One of them was a jam shot through the gap at short and third, but the other one was well struck into dead center field. If it was anywhere else in the ballpark, probably would have been out of the park. He'll try to lead off this ninth inning and start a comeback for Joliet. Evansville up 6-0, a chance to close this one out, win the series, and a chance to come back to get the sweep tomorrow. First pitch went around, didn't mean to on the off speed. He starts behind 0-1. Phoebe sets. Delivers the 0-1 pitch. Another breaker. That one out in front but fouled off. Make it 0-2. New York still leading 3-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Mississippi still up, but they're up 12-8 now in the top of the 8th. Lake Erie even trying to make a late charge. 0-2 pitch on the ground towards third base. Diving both the shortstop and third baseman. Neither of them can get to it. Second time he's done that tonight. Just finding the hole on the left side and a third hit from the game for Ordonez.
12, Antonio Valdez.
So with a leadoff base runner, it'll be Antonio Valdez. Valdez tonight 0 for 3. All 3 at-bats coming against Braden Scott. Strikeout, a groundout, and a flyout so far. Phoebe comes set and delivers the first pitch. Swinging, but comes up empty. Phoebe will start out in front of him 0-1. Tomorrow's game will send Parker Brahms to the mound for his 16th start. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one lifted into left field. That's going to send Taylor over closer towards the line. Still running. He's able to get under it and bring it in for out number 1. Saying Parker Brahms going to face Aiden McAvoy, the left-handed pitcher who's pitched in 16 games. 78 1/3 innings. He's pitched to a 4.71 ERA. As ERA goes, he'd be the hardest pitcher, the easiest pitcher for Evansville to face all weekend, but obviously that doesn't really equate to anything. First pitch to Braylon Marine. Just missed inside, make it a 1-0 count. Marine tonight 0 for 3 as well. Swings through that off speed, make it 1-1. Marine, like so many others, without a hit. Really, this part of the lineup just not able to find anything against anybody. Well, it's been all Scott tonight, I suppose. 1-1 pitch. Stays just high, make it 2-1. From 4 in the lineup at Antonio Valdez down to 7 in the lineup. Haven't really been able to haven't found anything against Scott as that one has popped up in a foul territory. Logan Brown will give it a look, but it's going to get up and overhead for an overhead foul ball. Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count is 2-2.
Choose the best, never regret it.
8-9. Nick Iannatone does have a hit, but that was the extremely high chopper, the infield bloop hit. Chris Davis, another infield hit. So even 8 and 9, both have hits, but both of them are infield hits. 2-2 pitch, called, strike 3 on the inner half. Third German-American bank strikeout for Nolan Thebe. And with 2 away, the final hope for Joliet in this one will be Blake Berry. Berry tonight, I mentioned 0 for 3, strikeout, couple of pop-outs to third. First pitch. That one misses just a bit outside, make it 1-0. Did get a hit last night. One-0 pitch just misses high. It's 2-0. Fifth game that he's played against Evansville this year, he has a hit. And the 3 games that Braden Scott hasn't pitched. Doesn't have a hit yet tonight, trying to change that. Didn't get a hit the first time Scott pitched. 2-0, that one's popped up. Shallow left field into foul territory. That one's going to get out of play, make it 2-1. Got us now out of the way. Scored all 6 of the runs through the first 4 innings, but that's all they've needed because Braden Scott started off extremely hot. Didn't give up a run through 7. Nolan Phoebe's come in and followed that. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one on a line towards right, but foul. Make it 2-2. And there goes some more lumber as Barry broke his bat. Remember, guys, you can get all your wood needs at Niehaus Lumber. Count is 2-2 as Barry gets a different bat. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Just fouled it off. Barry stays alive. Count stays at 2-2.
More wood for the winter fire, courtesy of our friends at Niehaus Lumber, proud partner of Evansville Otters.
On deck is Brandon Heidel. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Joliet trying to extend it to him. Here's the next 2-2 delivery. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and that'll do it. German American Bank strikeout 2 end it, and the Otters are winners for the 4th straight time. Otters win 6-0. We'll talk about it more on the Papa John's postgame show after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com.
Welcome into the Papa John's postgame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters. Pregame and postgame shows available every game night. 20 minutes before, 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the home team network, and on 96.9 WYIR. Well, let me tell you, tonight's game got started off on the right foot because Braden Scott, that's really the way to start this one. 7 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, didn't walk a single batter. Struck out a career-high 13 on the same night for the first time this season. Didn't walk a single batter. That is an incredible outing. Didn't just match what he did against New York on the 5th, but outdid himself. Did allow 1 extra base runner, but struck out 2 more. Again, a career high, and extends his Frontier League leading strikeout number to this point 5 over Alleman, who only had 9 tonight. Phoebe followed that with 4 strikeouts of his own with 17. That ties the most strikeouts in a game for the Otters this year as a team. They had 17 back on May 22nd against Schaumburg. Obviously, the 13 strikeouts, the most anyone has thrown this year, already upping his own number that he had on August 5th. Just an excellent outing for Braden Scott, and you almost wonder, obviously he had 112 pitches, I think is the number, give or take. probably not good to bring him back out there, but to try to chase the 16 strikeouts by a single pitcher or in a single game, that is the record for the Otters. Offensively for Evansville, it was really just early. They scored 6 runs in the first 4 innings. Started with Graham Brown, who singled, followed by a JT Benson reach on a fielder's choice. After Graham Brown stole third, Logan Brown sacked bunt. Then LJ Jones. Benson got the second on that. LJ Jones singled, scored the second run of the inning after going 1-2-3 in the second. In the third, a solo shot from Dennis Pierce put Evansville up 3-0. Graham Brown had his second hit of the night, followed by JT Benson's hit. Logan Brown would score Graham Brown for the second straight time as he singled. And then Stephen Paolini walked. Keenan Taylor with a sac fly made the score 5-0. And then Evansville added another run in the fourth after Crix Tavares doubled and scored on the JT Benson single. On the night, Graham Brown went 3 for 5, didn't get an RBI, but scored 2 runs. JT Benson with 2 hits had an RBI and 2 runs scored. Logan Brown with 2 hits and 2 RBIs, one on those sack bunt. LJ Jones a hit and an RBI. Keenan Taylor an RBI and a hit. Crix Tavares with a double, and Dennis Pierce with that solo shot went 1 for 5. Braden Scott, of course, will get the win after his excellent 7-inning, 5-hit, 0 walk, 13 strikeout performance. He faced 26 batters tonight, so he struck out half of the batters he faced, including in the final inning he worked. He struck out the first 2 batters he saw in the 7th, and then a line out to right. JT Benson made an incredible diving catch to end that inning and end Scott's night. That'll do it for me at the ballpark. The Otters win 6-0 after Braden Scott with a career night. We'll be back tomorrow, 12:35 p.m., a midday game. The chance to go for their second sweep of the season. The Otters with a great performance tonight. They'll send Parker Brahms to take on Aiden McAvoy. It'll be a fun one to watch tomorrow. Hopefully you'll be here either at the ballpark or with the Otters Digital Network. But until then, I'm Lucas Macklin signing off. And as always, have a blessed night, Otters fans.